It's week 2 of the National Football League, where division rivals will clash in the NFC East. It's the Oilers and the Commanders, all that and more, coming up next.
Let's go. It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So the Commanders make their way out on offense for the first time here. And it's the rookie Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick, leading the way.
And as we begin week 2 in the NFL, he was truly one of the top stories around the league. What a debut. Didn't look phased at all, handled everything with poise and grace, and played through in a big way. I can't wait to see what the defenses throw at him this week and see how he adjusts.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you look at this defense, they were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Here's 2nd and 10. Daniels looking to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Daniels. Being chased out left. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. They'll run here with a rookie. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
This defense for the Commanders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
And Robinson, the motion man right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Locke.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here's Locke to throw.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Crowder now to return. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
To the air goes Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmett.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Now Daniels.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Sometimes we overrate the ability to see things differently if you play quarterback. But this young man did, and he uses it to his full advantage. Inside-outside versatility and works well in traffic.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
When you look at this defense,
they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And you see the starting unit here, but really, you're going to see a lot of different personnel, a lot of different packages.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Daniels. He'll get this complete to Simmett, the tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Tracy.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Complete. It's Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Shotgun snap to Locke.
And that'll be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Again, it's Locke. And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 1st down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now it's Crowder. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Daniels.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Houston's offense taking over again.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
In motion left, Robinson.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
To throw it is Locke. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over.
So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Brian Burns. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Daniels.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And now out comes Houston. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Lock going to throw.
That's to the rookie. It's Malik Neighbors.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
They look to throw. It's Locke.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Running left is Tracy. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
That good for 19 and a first down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Oilers go up by 2 touchdowns. So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Washington offense heading out. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Right back to Tracy.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Block now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now Locke.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Locke looks to throw it again.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Locke.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jalen Holmes.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
On the give, it's Tracy.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Take it in at the 22. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over first and 10. The Washington offense set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And his throw here's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
That's complete to Tony.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
That is incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Seibert able to knock this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start in the NFC with an intriguing one at AT&T Stadium. New Orleans paying a visit to Dallas, and it's the Saints who are out in front. Alvin Kamara with 2 touchdowns thus far. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Bucky Irving with a couple of touchdowns there. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Brock Purdy with a touchdown pass to Debo Samuel.
We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Washington ready to try again on offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
Robinson up the middle.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. Now a 2nd and 10.
Eckler down between the tackles. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Daniels.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Lock.
Robinson hauling it in outright.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Lock.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. If they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And a lane slow and materializing there as they'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Lock. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Tracy going to get it on first down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They work now on 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Lock. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle with Eckler. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Brian Burns able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That is caught and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Daniels looking to throw. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
Now Daniels.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
So on 4th down, Austin Seibert on to try the Washington field goal.
From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
Houston set to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Motioning to the left is Robinson. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2nd down and 8.
Here's Locke to throw. That's complete to Slayton. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Oilers.
Throwing now is Locke. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Washington offense set to take over again. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. To the air goes Daniels.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw is Daniels. Open man right side is Tony.
And he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
That's good for a Commanders 1st down.
Off the option, here's Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Daniels. That's into the hands of Eckler.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Off the play fake, Daniels.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
On third down, Robinson.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Here comes an important one now for Austin Seibert. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And now out comes Houston.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll hand it to Tracy.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. Catch made by Slayton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
This 2nd and 4. Tracy trying the right side.
And some space here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll go again with Tracy.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Locke.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Here's Tracy.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Oilers get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes this a 9-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And this one's incomplete.
2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. That's to McCaffrey, complete.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders.
A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Oilers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They'll start with a run by Tracy.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the run is Tracy, and he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
On the ground, here comes Tracy.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Right back to Tracy. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Lock. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Here's Jamie Gillen now,
as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is taken at the 15. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
The Commanders' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down.
He's got McLaurin.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw.
He'll get this complete to Sennett, the tight end. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And this one is incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now. but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
On fourth down, here's Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
And the Commanders' first down. 1st and 10.
He's back to throw. This for all the marbles.
This ball intercepted. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner?